So almost a year ago, this would be January 5th, 2019, I did a video about a CNN panel starring this guy, Rick Wilson, that you see on the right here. And on that panel, Rick Wilson suggested that the border wall was just wanted by Trump supporters because they're 10-toothed racists that are rubes and unintelligent. And I said how horrible it was, not only for him, who's supposedly a Republican strategist, to say this, but the caring, loving CNN to have their panel laugh at this, including Don Lemmon. And the point is, you never hear Trump talk about supporters of his opponents like this. You'll hear him attack the media, you'll hear him attack politicians, but you don't hear him say all Hillary supporters were 10-toothed or they smelled bad or something like that. You continually see this, whether it was Peter Strzok saying he could smell Trump supporters or people like CNN laughing as Rick Wilson calls them 10-toothed racist. So you would think if there was any sort of fairness or any sort of self-reflection whatsoever, CNN that claims to be upset about causing division, it's Trump that's causing division, would have excoriated Don Lemmon and made sure that Republican strategist Rick Wilson wasn't allowed back on the air. But no, he's been on there almost constantly. And so now we see almost a year to the day that he's going to proceed with this gentleman on the left, whose name I don't even care to bother to know, and Don Lemmon, to once more mock all Trump supporters as stupid. So I'm going to play the clip, and then I'm going to voice my anger about it afterwards. So let's go here.
And look, he also knows deep in his heart that Donald Trump couldn't find Ukraine on a map if you had the letter U and a picture of an actual physical crane next to it.
Now, I don't mind this. They want to pick on Trump. That's no big deal. I really don't. Trump insults other people. That's no problem. Where it's going to get out of hand, in my opinion, is this next segment where he's going to lump all Trump supporters as stupid, just like he called them 10-tooth racist a year ago. So let's proceed.
He knows that this is, an administration defined by ignorance of the world. And so that's partly him playing to their base and playing to their audience, the credulous boomer rube demo that backs Donald Trump, that wants to think that Donald Trump's a smart one and y'all elitists are dumb.
You elitists with your geography and your maps and your spelling, even though my
your math and your reading.
Yeah, you're reading, your geography, knowing other countries, sipping your latte.
All those lines on the map.
Only them elitists know where Ukraine is. Sorry, I apologize.
But by the way, oh my God!
But you know what? But it was Rick's fault. I blame.
Get that? Do you see the contempt these people have for everyone who didn't vote with them? They think they're the smartest people in the room. They think that people are illiterate that don't disagree with them. They hate flyover country. The reason I do this channel is that I grew up in an area in rural Pennsylvania. I've lived here my whole life. I've watched people that are veterans, people that work with their hands, people that are truck drivers, that are farmers, that are welders, people that work in the service industry. I wasn't very good at any of that stuff. I was fortunate enough to be able to go to a cheap university, get a lot of debt to do so. I ended up joining the debate team. I was good at it. So I thought, what can I do to support the people that I love the most, the people that I think make this country run? Now, I still had friends with the people in the debate community that were kind of more urbanite, was more, generally came from a wealthier background. And I understood that despite our differences, we're all people. We might have disagreements, but we all want the same things generally. But my people, the people I came from, they didn't have a voice. They don't have a voice, like, even if they have a TV show like Last Man Standing or Roseanne that kind of speaks to them, even that's met with scorn. It's almost universal that the entertainment industry, the academia, mainstream media, Silicon Valley, all of that narrative is controlled by the other side. That doesn't mean everyone in that side. That doesn't mean my friends I met that were from New York City or wherever are bad people. I'm just saying I'd like for my people to have a voice too. And instead, the very people that accuse us of division and say how horrible we are, sitting on national TV and make fun of us like we're so stupid. I'll tell you what, Don Lemmon and Rick Wilson, I'm one of those uneducated rubes that don't know nothing about lines on maps. I would make each of you look like a fool, not only in this Ukraine situation, but your entire 3-year escapade of encouraging a coup against Donald Trump. You know nothing. You're arrogant scumbags. You call people racist, you make fun of their appearances, you make fun of their intellect, and then you have the nerve to say, oh, it's the other side causing division. Show me a clip of Donald Trump making fun of Hillary supporters. Show me a clip of him making fun of Bernie supporters. All you people can do is punch down. Insult people that don't have a voice or an ability to talk back to you. Well, it's changing. You go ahead and keep trying to censor independent voices. You go ahead and keep doxing people. You know, some guy who had a funny meme of CNN getting body slammed. You go to some old lady's house and dox her because she posted stuff that you think came from Russian trolls. You have Rick Wilson, a scumbag, racist, elitist, know-it-all, who doesn't know anything, on your channel over and over again. Sorry, I'm a little sick here and a little upset if you couldn't tell. We don't have to take this. This is what will lead to Trump winning in 2020 if he wins. This is what the media, this is what the Washington, D.C. political class, this is what academia, this is what the entertainment industry, this is what they think of you. And if you're not someone that grew up in an area like me, maybe you're someone that, you know, grew up, not even wealthy, but just grew up in a different area, or you're liberal or something like this should sicken you as well. I spent the entire time I ran for Congress telling people we should treat the people that voted against us with the utmost respect. They have a reason for their vote. We should try to convince them to come to our side. And then I have to listen to these people talk down to my family, my friends, that make their cushy lifestyle possible, that actually have real jobs, that help this country, instead of being a propagandist for the deep state and the intel agencies. I have to listen to them on their high horse talking about, oh, it's us causing division, and they're great. Oh, by the way, we're 10-toothed racist morons that can't find lines on a map or read. Remember this. Watch this video every night. It's not just Don Lemmon. This is what all of the media thinks of you. This is what all the politicians think of you. This is what all of academia thinks of you. Now, granted, not all, I'm being hyperbolic, but the vast majority of it. Remember that when you go out to vote in 2020. Hey, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. There'll be a description how you can follow me on BitChute, Twitter, Patreon, PayPal below. Sorry about my voice. I'm kind of sick. Congested and things like that, but I'm still going to try to power through and do my normal live stream tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern. So thanks everyone and have a good one.